OG's turn to pick.
Random. So Darkseer, they don't have the hero to work with in the laning stage, so it might actually be just Darkseer creep skipping. They might put Tiny with it, not the greatest combo, but they have a good like mid-game combo of spells, Wombo, Disruptor, and the Darkseer Vacuum into Static Storm.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. What else? Darkseer seems so much better now with the changes to Wall. Like, Wall is such a better ability. I feel like it really wrecks Ember Spirit a little bit too, because if you don't have a Remnant out, like, your Remnant's going to be moving so slow while it's trying to escape that area. But maybe that's not the biggest deal anyways, because they have the Venge, so he can just save the Ember regardless.
Yeah, they have already 2 saves, even though I think it could be a core Venge, and they want to play it fast. So you have a Baron with 2 saves basically, and you have a swap. So cores can play aggressive on side of OG.
Yeah, this was what sort of made, I think, OG look so good in both the qualifiers to TI, and then I also thought they looked really good in the qualifiers for the Starladder Minor. Was just that like long range of initiation that you get with Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist rather, with the chains afterwards, and now you've got that Vengeful Spirit to pull people out of position. Wouldn't mind to seeing like a Puck. That could be kind of cool.
A Puck into Disruptor doesn't feel the greatest, but then you have both Ember and Puck. They're gonna go for something way stronger. Anti-Mage is an old school counter to a Darkseer in the laning stage. Just burn his mana, he can't use the shield effectively.
I've heard some people say that the new Darkseer, if you pair it together and run dual lanes, you can pressure an AM. Do you like that idea at all? Or do you think it's not going to happen with an Abba in lane?
I don't see a hero that can pressure Anti-Mage that much, especially if he's paired up with Baron.
Okay.
If you use those shells, try to play aggressive, you're gonna push the creep wave into the tower, and Anti-Mage with Quelling Blade does not have any problems with just last hitting it. Plus he has a blink, so he can always escape if he feels threatened.
Okay. Well, they ban out the Magnus, that little steroid that would have made this game that much harder. And now it feels like sort of TFT were playing the style of game, which was like, we're going to team fight, we're going to dominate the lanes. Anti-Mage, I don't know if it changes completely the style of play that they want to do, but it at least gives them something that they have to reconcile in their draft. Because right now, Disruptor's like kind of an answer for finding the AM, but I don't know if they can kill him.
Yeah. Good ban. They banned out that Meepo I was talking about, and it's gonna be a Nyx Assassin. A lot of uncontrollable damage. You can just stun the Razor from Invis, Disruptor, Thunderstrike, Iron Shells. I love the Nyx Assassin pick here. So really easy to set up gank. So they can decide whether they want to run Venge mid and Ember on the side lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think that's something that we've seen Topson do before a couple of times. Against Razor, how does that work?
Definitely, Razor has an upper hand in that matchup. They might even run Nyx Assassin as core, play Venge as 4. Really depends. They're gonna wait and see what the TFT is gonna pick last.
Okay. What you guys got? Is there a perfect hero? Probably would have been Meepo, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't see a hero that they can pick to fill all the boxes, because check all the boxes. We're not moving, we're not filling any boxes. And
I was worrying about PA. I mean, this at least gives you a way to kill Anti-Mage if you can catch him in like the Disruptor, Kinetic Field, Static Storm combination. But I don't know, you might just end up glimpsing yourself with Disruptor.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a Nyx Assassin core. Seb is the one playing it. Ooh. Man, no tail. His job is to use misco. He played a bad and what? Like, this is his 4th game today?
Yeah, this is his 5th game. Yeah. No, wait, no, it's more than that. Wait, how many is it? Let me do a quick little look-see here. OG Dota. They've played a lot of Dota today. We've cast a lot of their games. Holy crap. This has been a very long day of Dota.
Six. What? 6 Abaddon game? Man, Notel's insane.
Oh, God. 6 Abaddon. We lost the Nature's Prophet game, so he's like, we're done with that. I'm going back to killing myself. This is the way we win Dota. Unbelievable. Yeah, they have played a lot of Dota. So we had what? We had first the sexy AF game, then they played Secret, and now this is their 3rd game against TFT.
Anna loves to pick up either Orb of Venom and have 2 shared Tangos or a Blightstone. We saw a Blightstone on TB. For Anti-Mage, I think this build is fine, but TB with Blightstone, I didn't see too much coming out from that Blightstone, to be honest.
It feels like it's just his answer to say, like, okay, if No-Tail's going to keep me alive, I don't have to invest in regen as much as I would normally.
Exactly.
But is there anything better that he could buy? I don't know. I'm not sure.
They have a kill potential with this Orb of Venom. He's gonna chase down Darkseer, burn more mana on him.
Got Hanskin in the area too, though. Could be a little bit annoying. And it looks like they are going to have Seb up top here with Jerax and Thompson sort of scouting around the whole area here. Who needs to block? This is not your side of the map, mister. But he still feels confident. And the walk forward. Don't have a precasted Ion Shell. Well, No-Tail just gonna do his miscoil thing. I'll give him the punches. Oh, the toss. Okay. Still trading hits. And now they see Era, realize, okay, we can't really be here. No-Tail just means he's gonna kill himself faster. He knows what he's gonna do. This man knows how to play Dota. Oh god, Ana.
Toss.
Ana, time to... Ana, get out of there! Ana, no! Ana goes down. Hanskin gets the kill, and now No-Tail's gonna die too! He can't deny himself fast enough. That's not good.
Clown Fiesta, here we come. Hanskin is gonna deny himself the tier 2s, so no one's gonna get the XP from that. He already bought the Windlace, Clarity, and the Smoke. Top lane though, they're gonna punish this Phantom Assassin because position 5 is missing. Instant TP coming from Era.
God, and the Disruptor, Thunder Strike, continual pressure. It's going to be a pain in the booty. This is going to be tough. But Seb does have a lot of regen. 3 mangoes, 6 tangos. In the meantime, they throw the Ion Shell on to this Tiny. Get some extra harassment there. No-Tail wanting to deny himself, but not quite going to happen there. Okay.
6 CS on Seb. Man, Nyx Assassin's base region, it always gets me. Like, I don't know why he has such a high base region.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, isn't it? Oh, denied. Down bottom again. Sorry, we missed it. Tails died 2 times so far. Does he have a TP? Yeah,
he's gonna wait for
7 seconds. Okay. And this is what you were talking about before that you wanted to see from him. He does end up going back for the 3 tangos, so he'll have a little bit of regen when he gets back into lane this time.
They're pressuring the anti-mage, but Ana's doing a good job pulling the creep wave back to the side camp so he can farm it freely. And no tail. I want to see how many times in the game he used the mist core.
We gotta get the stats on it, man. Where are the stats, man? I feel like it's more than a few. Jerex throws out the stun now. PA does pop the stick charges, turn into fight, seeing if they can take down Frost. Does not have blur at this moment. And they will just use the salve, heal him back up. We haven't talked about mid that much, but Thompson versus Chessie, looking like Razor's coming out ahead with 8 denies.
Well, as
they
expected.
won on the Ember.
It's a Razor against melee hero. What is Thompson bringing? He has a bottle already.
Yeah.
But this kind of a play, you have a Tiny with Iron Shell. Yeah, you're gonna farm on Darkseer, but so is Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
If you want to play like this, you need to block this side camp. Because you're
Or at least
basically
come
giving him
contest it.
free farm plus neutral farming.
Yeah, he's getting everything. Maybe they could try and set up for a kill, like with a rotation from somebody while he's doing this, but in the meantime, Ana is getting perfect CS.
There's no way
And as
Ana
you said,
is
more.
dying in this lane again, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Jerex, he gets him with the Wave of Terror. He also gets the XP.
Jeez. Seb, though. That kill might come at a cost. No, he's going to be fine. He has so much regen. They're going to rotate mid, though, with this. Handskin, seeing if he can find Thompson. And Chessie wanted to go for the dive, but Jerex shows up. Spots out this Tiny, trading punches. -4 armor right now on this Tiny. They have that magic missile. Gets tossed out there. And he will retreat. Man, Seb just remaining dominant here in this lane.
And they don't really threaten a kill. Disruptor is gonna suicide.
My coil.
Yeah.
He's getting so much out of this lane. 24 CS. On Nyx Assassin level 4.
Yeah. There's just, like, unless they bring numbers, like, Handskin is the kill hero here, it feels like. Unless there's a really, really good Glimpse. But he doesn't have Glimpse skilled up. He's just harassing with Thunderstrike. And right now, 19-0 does not feel like it's doing enough on this PA. The big X factor is going to be this Chessie Razor, who is out CSing Thompson pretty heavily, while Jerex found themselves another kill here onto Era. Okay.
Yeah, and Era just TP'd, so he needs to run back to the lane. Frost is gonna pick up
My life easier.
1 bounty. It should be 3 for 1 for TFT. Ana. No Tail just steals the kill.
Like, listen, man. This has been a rough game for me. I need boots. He's almost got him. On a 5.5. Doesn't quite have the points yet for that ulti. So, still sitting top of the CS is this Darkseer at 38, but the lane's kind of in an awkward position now, and No Tail does deny himself to the wave yet again. Meanwhile, back mid, Thompson zoned out.
They lost the vision. They're gonna deal some heavy damage on this tower. Abaddon with the TPs, they need to stop it.
Fills up his bottle, Handskin's there. Yeah. Get the D ward. Easily done. Thompson takes it. And top lane, Seb, level 5. Gets the stun, Impale afterwards. Backs away yet again.
Oh, yeah, give me that item, Meteor Hammer, queued up on Nyx Assassin. Man, it's been half a year since I saw that item. I'm not even joking.
Really? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, here's the interaction now. Thompson has the Aphotic Shield on him. Takes a good bit of that damage. Chessie stealing it over now.
Do you think that
retreat.
item is gonna get the Ring of Aquila and Poor Man's Shield treatment? Like just completely out of the game because no one is buying it, or it needs to receive a huge buff?
I mean, Aquila didn't get out of the game because nobody was buying it. It's because everybody was buying it, wasn't it? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I think that it does need a big buff, though. I'd love to see it get buffed. Maybe
He's
just
got
make the
buff.
AoE huge.
AoE is bigger. We're getting there slowly.
It's gonna be like how CM ulti AoE increased. So you're just gonna have that size of AoE.
Yeah, when you drop a
for it.
meteor hammer, you get 20 extra armor.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Ow. What do you like so much about it on Seb?
I mean, it just fits Nick's assassin. It gives him enough. That's a lot of mana and HP regen. All good. And he's maxing out spiked carapace, which I like. Era. Oh, he's chasing, but he can't really kill him without Venge rotating. We didn't talk about this anti-mage grabbing a kill on a Darkseer.
Yeah.
He should be careful in the mid and late game, if it comes to a late game, about Darkseer using a wall on him.
Obviously, Vendetta applying break on hit, and they're moving over to try and catch Frost. Won't happen though. And so he does manage to get out of there with Thompson. Missing on the Slugfest. At least the damage from it. So yeah, 6-2. A little bit less than 1,000 gold lead right now into the favor of TFT. So they're still pressuring here. Thompson thinking about going in on Frost. He has an Arcane Rune, and they know he's here. But it looks like they're going to get Frost the heck out of dodge. He heads down bottom. And both teams just trading off the lanes for each other. As looks like Anna's going to need to leave this area lest he get blown up.
Yeah, I feel like this Tiny Disruptor, they did not achieve too much. Tiny's level 5, is maxing out Avalanche. That's kind of a normal build right now. No one's getting a 3 grab anymore when you're playing position 4. Tiny.
Not sure what's going on here exactly. Thompson decided to come up top, but he doesn't have any points in chains right now. So they can't really fight the PA.
4.2 seconds. Slide of Fist with Arcane Rune.
Now goes the Remnant away, tries to escape. Hoof stomp, not quite there. Still dodging, still living. Thompson holding onto this tower while they take the top tower. And Thompson just jumps away from him again. Okay. What the hell is this guy doing?
He's buying so much time. Meanwhile, on the mid lane bench, this is what we usually see. Like, if one of the supports is high level, you just on the mid lane while your core is jungling. What's going on?
Thompson almost goes down there. That was so freaking close. They went back and were able to save him. Or rather, save himself at the last second. Gets the jump away. And now Seb. Oh no, they find themselves the PA. He felt like he was safe because Thompson got brought down to no HP. The Meteor Hammer reveal. And they're feeling themselves. They're gonna take it, give him the tips.
Radius increased from 300 to 350. Not the biggest buff that we've seen on the items or in general, but it's good for pushing the towers. They kind of lack the tower damage, so...
So here's the question.
Yeah.
When Jarek started laughing when he saw the Meteor Hammer, was that the reveal of the Meteor Hammer to OG? Like, do you think the rest of the team knew that he had built a Meteor Hammer at that point?
Sometimes you don't know what your team is building. I've seen some of the streamers, they don't know what's happening on the other side of the map, especially if they play mid or carries. They're just focusing on their own lane.
Yeah. I was curious. It did seem like it was sort of holy crap, you've got a Meteor Hammer moment. But they made it work. The poor man's day gone. Find themselves Mr. Chessie.
He can stun him in invis because his Razor's unstable current hits invis units. So easy to set up a gank on Razor.
Feels like Chessie had an idea that was going on though, yeah. And they're sending back the courier. They even, uh-oh, no tail? Does look like he is going to likely drop. giving away a little bit of extra damage before he falls.
He bought everything. Clarity,
Yeah.
TP, smoke, spent all the gold on him.
Oh my god, Thompson is crazy. This guy's out of his mind. They have only level 2 glimpse though. And, well, Disruptor actually ran mid anyway, so they won't be able to get him.
Again, they're just buying time for this anti-mage. It doesn't matter if a Baton dies, it doesn't matter if this Ember Spirit dies once. They just need to give anti-mage a good timing on a battle tree.
Yeah. Stun is there. Jarek's trying to run. Chessie chasing though, taking the little vengeful spirit on a walk, and Seb. Okay. Just goes there for the quick little swap away a couple of units, proving that he can use it.
I want to see those meteor hammers being dropped on those towers.
Yes.
Same thing Lash is doing, the tier 1 towers. Hides in the fog and just uses it. Let's go, fan.
Speaking of which, got him. Doesn't know how to handle it. He's taking that damage over time. I mean, it's really frustrating, right? Like, this is going to be a shrine popped because of this. Like, Frost hates to have to deal with that.
And you can clear the whole creep wave with Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. Why not? Down bottom, it looks like they have been able to find Tops in here, who's stuck around a bit too long, and that does mean it's a Disruptor ulti used, but this is still what we've seen be typical OG.
Yeah.
You buy space for Ana. This is fine.
Huge stack of Ancients being cleared. Even one more stack here. Even Jarex was there to contribute with the aura. Sadly, Ana blocked the camp before.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
8,000 net worth on anti-mage, 14 minutes in. This feels good.
Yeah.
He even got extra Quelling Blade.
We got the Yule Scepter lift up there. Handskin kills off No Tail while he was in the air. Seb does have an opening here. He's going to be able to find this Razor, and now Meteor Hammer interrupted by the vacuum. Pull back in and kill off Seb. So no chance to try and stop this push, at least from the get-go. And Thompson, what can he do? Basically just has to sit out here for a little bit and chill.
When you see him casting that Meteor Hammer, throw everything you have at him.
Dire's top
Absolutely.
tower is under attack.
Oh. Ana deciding not to blink before he TPs out. A little bit dangerous with the Disruptor in the game. But knowing his limits very well, he gets out of there in time. But it is going to be TFT picking up 3 bounty runes to the 1 of OG. And a little bit of a gold lead into their favor.
Yeah, so far pretty even game. Because OG, again, they are waiting for this Animage to get the items. They feel like they don't have to fight right now. With Manta Style, they can start taking the fights. Phantom Assassin is getting Deso as a first item, so full all in on damage. She does not want to go for Battle Fury. Sometimes it might backfire because you're not farming fast enough. Depends what kind of a game they want to play. This should get
Farm AM. Farm AM, don't farm heroes. Or farm creeps, rather. On a chase, but still fine. Toss back onto this. Abaddon does have his ultimate. Can think about popping it. The root is there onto 2. A fight that's looking kind of okay right now. The 2-person stun followed by the Meteor Hammer interrupted as well. And they get the swap back. Jarek's able to keep his buddy alive. Still waiting for one of these heroes to drop down to 2 low mana. And maybe go in for a big mana void. The catch there. Yule Scepter lift up, thinking about it. Drops on the handskin, does absolutely nothing though. And Ana now, the toss up in the air with the avalanche follow-up, they find a double kill. OG lose 3.
Avalanche. Oof, man, I told you, when they see Nyx Assassin using the Meteor Hammer, throw everything at him. The Centaur is doing such a good job just controlling him with the Iron Shell, surging him to be in a good position. I don't think Ana should be in that fight. Just be on the opposite side of the map. It's only a tier 1 tower, and it doesn't mean that much. They have already a Observer Ward on their left side. of the map where they can see if they try to invade and go for tier 2 towers, so they should not be taking this fight. TFT already with division advantage in that area.
Good jump away there, but I do have to ask, have you seen what he's had queued up for a little while now?
Yeah, that's Dagon. I don't know, man. I mean, you know what? You talked about the Vol from Darkseer, that illusion is causing issues for him, so he can't remnant fast enough.
Yeah.
Kill illusion so fast with the Dagon. That's 300 IQ play right there.
I don't know. I don't know. I like to see these things. Like it's funny to me. I've never seen, well, maybe not never. I've never in a pro game seen Ember Dagon. He's got spell amplification talent. Look at that. It's gonna be amazing.
I think the TFT is even more stunned. Like, what is this guy doing? I mean, I could understand if there's some kind of a Ghost Scepter builder there, but they're gonna get a BKB fast enough. Phantom Assassin has one queued up. Razor already finished his.
Yeah. I guess
scientists are baffled about this one.
I guess I'm wondering, like, if you go for, like, just blowing up the supports, that's going to be his goal this game. Like, kill Era by any means necessary. Okay, maybe not. Alright, kill off Disruptor. That's, like, his whole goal. He's just going to jump in and blow him up. Speaking of people dying, it is going to be Seb lifted up in the air. Another Yule Scepter. He's flying high, but will be killed off eventually.
Yeah, Seb goes playing Tornado right there. In the air for 5 seconds. I'm not sure if they have enough damage to go for Roche. They do if Phantom Assassin joins with that Deso.
Yeah. Man, maybe he just queued up the wrong item. Maybe he was trying to go for, like, you know, drums, because it has a crown in it.
Sell item. You didn't know about it, Gabe.
That's fair.
Well, he probably, the thought process was, alright, I'm gonna go for drums. I'm gonna buy this crown because it's a cool item. It gives me a lot of stats for...
Yeah.
For...
And, well, Frost just blows up the Vengeful Spirit, and now TFT in a really good position. Thompson's gonna cut creep waves up here,
yeah.
So that's something.
He should Dagon that siege creep.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. He might just do it. He's saving the mana. Good call. But into Roche, this is where they go. Frost not messing around. Has the Deso done. They have the Haste Rune on the Tiny as well. What can they do to stop this? I hear a Meteor Hammer.
Well, maybe he's just trolling because he knows that Anna can't carry this game alone.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to at this point. that's for sure. Okay. So 21 minutes in, and Seb again scouting, trying to get a little bit of extra vision here. They are buying space, but the thing I'm worried about is this Aegis on PA. How much can they get done with this?
Do you think there's gonna be a guy in a public game who tries Ember Spirit with the Dagon in PA bracket?
Oh yeah.
And when people start complaining about it, he's gonna tell, but Thompson did it. What do you know about Dota?
I am sure. I am absolutely positive.
I'm always up for new item builds. Always for people who think out of the box, come up with the new ideas. But I don't think this is the one.
I am with you, buddy. Well, they're going to try and slow down this push. The toss forward, try and catch themselves the Ember, and No Tail ulti is going to be popped. They head up towards the north side, trying to run down Jarex. Well, they're still finding that one kill into No Tail. Can't find the stun, and, well, it is going to be the Glimpse pulling back in. Jarex swapping to hope to buy a little bit of space, but not looking like it's going to be enough. So the Venge goes down again, uses another swap, tries to run, tries to hide. eventually dies. More space created.
Yeah, but Anti-Mage is on different side of the map, just split pushing, and they don't have the ways to deal with him. Disruptor, even if he tries to pop the glimpse, he can always use his counter spell.
Yeah.
Like if you know what I would add as a description on counter spell? No you.
No you. I like that. I like that idea. What is it right now? It doesn't have any flavor text.
No.
Uh-oh. Thompson. Slowed. Gotta be careful, buddy. Pulled back and stomp. Good reaction there. Able to get out in time. And the Nyx in the meantime is going to just clear through this creep wave. Meteor Hammer and out.
This is the game that they're gonna play. They're gonna wait for this Anti-Mage to get huge. Has Manta stuns, Battle Fury level 18, but TFT, no. They're playing against Anti-Mage. He's not strong enough right now. They want to try to close out this game, even though it's only take 2k network advantage.
And they throw back in Seb. Gonna try and go for the stomp afterwards. The Static Storm. Seb is gonna die. They also pull back in another, but they're able to swap out and keep Seb alive there. Good play from Jarex as he gives his life away for the cause. Does have buyback also if they need it. Seb looking for the initiation. Spike Carapace and the back out. No Tail still living for the moment. Chains connecting onto the two of them. In the meantime, Ana just hitting a tier 3 tower. So they keep Thompson alive. Again, they've cut through this entire creep wave. They don't have anything left in the tank. Handskin goes down and look back here in base. Tier 3 tower's gonna drop. Ana does it.
I'm getting TI flashbacks.
Vacuum wall pulls it back in. No Tail looks like he is going to drop, but Ana shows up and finds the finish, taking down the Dark Tier. OG, somehow they're making this work.
Basically, you can build whatever you want, apparently, if you have Ana on your team to carry you.
But, I mean, and this is like all of the little things, right? Nyx Assassin clears out the creep wave bottom so that way they don't have creeps in their base and they can't keep the pressure on, and Ana immediately runs towards mid lane knowing he can TP back if he needs to. It's the movement around the map that's defining the way this game is played more so than the item builds.
That's a full Scotty, 25 minutes and insane amount of farm on Ana.
This is the most effective 1-1-2 Dagon Ember I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
I'm not sure if TFT can fight them anymore. They're just gonna keep doing this. Nyx Assassin scouting in the backlines. Nyx Assassin has 4,000 gold.
Yeah. This dude is owning. Yule Scepter has the Blink dagger as well. 9 to 15. Handskin gonna be going towards that Echo Saber next. And the Aegis now expiring as PA is gonna try and finish off this BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, I still feel like this Frost PA can carry if they can get to the high enough levels, but it's feeling like right now Anti-Mage just sort of has that answer, because that's what people talk about all the time, right? Is that if you're able to keep AM under lockdown for even just a couple of seconds, you can burst through them with a PA.
Yeah, they just need to catch him in the Static Storm. The problem is they have 2 saves, a Baton with the Aphotic Shield and the heal, plus they have a swap from Jarex, and Jarex is gonna keep an eye on Anti-Mage this game so that he does not die. Well, by the way, why does Jarex look like Queen of Pain?
You know, just sets. This was the TI Immortal, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a fancy one. Jarex throws out the Wave of Terror, cleaves through the creep wave, and then backs out again. Vision placed down. Dire are going to realize that that was in the area. Can they control Thompson here? Jump out, immediate reactions. Yeah, and they were hoping that the rest of them could get back in time, but it's not quite happened. God, it's just it sucks to play this disruptor in this game. 900 net worth at this point. This hero, if he falls behind, is not able to be that playmaker that they're kind of needing just to find that static storm.
Yeah, it's tough disruptor game because I mean you're playing into Vengeful Spirit, who is just being on a position where she wants to swap people out of the static storm. She's not afraid of giving her life for the team.
Yeah.
There he is. Drop that meteor hammer from the fog.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
This is some guerrilla warfare right there.
It really feels like it, right? Like every time you sort of move into position here, and Roche is going to be up in just a couple of seconds potentially. Still 30 seconds before it's capable of respawning. But they have a DD right outside of it. Frost is going to bottle that up and keep a hold of it. 10-second BKB at the ready. But they're taking damage onto this tier 3 tower.
It's being pinged out. They know something fishy is going on.
Yeah. They're like, the damage keeps on getting leveled onto it. And Thompson keeps cutting these waves. But you're doing a very good job of playing around TFT, who just want to play as 5. They know that if they get, you know, too spread out, Anti-Mage is at the stage now where he can kind of kill any one of them, it feels like.
It's not working for TFT because they don't have an answer for the split push.
Right.
Do we use the glyph right now or not? He keeps dropping those meteor hammers. Ember Spirit cutting the waves. They can't push fast enough.
And they'd already taken that tier 3 tower in the mid lane, so they're going to be able to finish off these shrines now.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
So again, 3,000 gold lead just by virtue of, I mean, really, there hasn't even been a fight, it feels like, over the past couple minutes. It's just been map movement and putting the heroes in the right place to succeed.
Yeah, and the OG is winning the map movement.
All right, Seb. Looks like he's finally going to be punished for this, as they do have the Yule Scepter afterwards from him to try and stay alive, but the vision already down, and the Nyx Assassin dead.
Dark
Roche
playing well. He's microing the Centaur Conqueror nicely.
Yeah.
Jerix has Helm of the Dominator now. So Alpha Wolf, he might also steal that Centaur and make a big play.
That would be next level. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if he's able to do that. Still cooldown on the ability for right now. Thompson getting up in their face, gets a little bit of extra vision. They're all getting ready for this Roche battle that they knew was going to happen, but the big danger is going to be Anti-Mage getting the split push on, and while No Tail is going to probably feed his wife away here, it looks like they are still going to probably lose a good bit of damage onto that top tier 3 tower. So No Tail goes down, and looks like nonetheless OG trying to keep them stuck in this area while AM keeps that pressure on in the top lane. Seb turns it back around. There's going to be the Impale coming through as well. Thompson able to get out yet again.
Yeah,
they just don't have enough lockdown. Looks like Seb here is within range, spots them all. The big Impale comes out and also able to find the mana point, but Ana maybe caught for the moment, but able to get the swap out. He lives through it all, takes down Disruptor afterwards. They forced back the Darkseer to come and deal with this, and they don't have anything else to try and control these heroes out. Seb jumps forward, Meteor Hammer afterwards, landed onto both of them. They find an ultra kill for Ana, and the chat wheel is coming.
Talentless, man. Nicely done by Seb there. 2-man Impale into Meteor Hammer, and he started the fight on Razor, so Razor could not use that BKB. They need to invest a lot of gold in Sentries to actually see him.
Man. Very impressive showing right here from OG. I mean, and that's the thing, is just buying that time that they needed, and now MKB, Aegis, a good portion of the way towards the butterfly. Ana just finishes it off now.
Full fly. That's a full fly, man. He's running out of slots 32 minutes in.
Very impressive. And again, it's just sort of the picking them apart, like the little... I guess that's part of the reason why this Ember Spirit works so well in the context of this draft, right? Like, you have that little skirmish that goes on mid, and even though they kill off the Abba, Ember can kind of keep them stuck in that area, and that gives enough time for Ana to get out. And then they take the fight afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like this game is over. They're just gonna come and close it.
Yeah.
They don't have to rush anything, but they can also go in and close it. I feel like they're that stronger. Next assassin, they're gonna find him.
Jumps in. Ana tries to interrupt the toss, getting thrown back the other direction, and now going to be able to steal away some of the damage, but Jarex gets the swap play to get out of there. BKB pop from Chessie. Now OG need to back out, but TFT have already found one kill onto the Venge, and can they find any more afterwards? The Avalanche not keeping him in place. The Static Storm isn't going to do it either, and meanwhile he just gets the jump away. Nova Thompson, he gets found, they find him. Ana jumps forward, tries to get Chessie, can't do it with the surge away, and now Seb a bit far forward as well, just gets blown up.
All right.
Frost finally making it work, and when they get this full 5-on-5, it looks better from TFT. It's just so hard to pin them down.
The problem was Anti-Mage got caught in Darkseer wall, which we discussed before the game started. He burned all of his mana, so he did not have enough mana to use Mana Void. I think I just used word mana 4 times, 5 times if you count the last one. Actually, it's 6. And
it just keeps happening.
Yeah. He needs to have a lot of mana points to be able to blink in and out.
Yeah.
Also, Jarex bought back.
Interesting. He also is going to go for a Dagon. Just says no to the illusions. Does not want them anywhere near his AM. Get the heck away from me. Ana finds Era. And now No Tail wants to finish him off, but they find what they came for. Disarm is there momentarily onto this Anti-Mage, but he just keeps on going in. Not really afraid of all that much at all. Continues to blink. Or BKB pop from Chessie. Swap back, tries to catch one. Can they find any more? Vacuum into the stop. Not bad. Is it enough though? Ana tries to get out of there. He still has mana though and is able to put the blink away. Chessie, do they have anything else to be able to catch these heroes? Then they're going to search Frost, but don't want to run uphill. And Chessie instead is going to be the one that runs uphill and just gets blown the heck up. Chase forward for more. Frost needs to get the blink strike away. They have all the illusions there to try and secure the retreat, but it's looking like it might be a little bit too much here as Ana streaming into the base, taking down the illusions. They toss him back into it yet again and keeping him under control as they're going to start to burn through that mana, and now maybe in a little bit of trouble. Pop the Guardian Greaves.
He wants to die because he's out of mana.
Yeah, and before he goes down, he takes Arrow with him. Meteor Hammer, not going to connect onto any of the heroes. OG just continuing to go into the base, and they have creeps that are showing up now as well. 70 seconds, no Razor. 35 seconds, no Disruptor. What can they do?
We gotta give credit to Darkseer. He's been playing so well, micromanaging that creep, using it to maximum efficiency. Some pretty sick vacuum into Centaur stun plays.
The Meteor Hammer does not end up finding the kill onto Frost. That instead is likely going to be towards Ana, although he does manage to get the blink away for a moment, trying to run. Doesn't manage to get it. Thompson diving in and finding the kill at the end. Okay is the call coming from the Anti-Mage. Godlike and walking into the fountain. He wants a little more. Going to take down Era. Eats the cheese. Everybody's buying back. Did he just freaking Ghost Scepter away? How is he living through this one? He bought the Ghost Scepter, switched it back into his backpack. Ana is back, baby. This man with no regard for human life just stomped on the faces of TFT.
He is indeed back. I don't know if OG's back, but I like what I see. Ana is back.
Oh, God. Well, that was a lot of buybacks used, speaking of which, and, well, they are hitting buildings. Goodness gracious. What else is left? I mean, they swap away, throw out the stun. It does look like Jarex is going to go down here, most likely. And Frost cleaning it up afterwards. They don't want to give up. This is not tournament life for either team, but you don't want to drop down to that lower bracket if you can avoid it. And TFT will certainly stay in this one till the end.
Man, he's just toying with them. I still didn't see Ember Spirit using that Dagon on Anti-Mage Illusion coming from Darkseer's wall.
Yeah. It has sort of, I mean, there's been other little things, I guess, yeah, but it feels like that's the main reason that they would have gotten it. 37 minutes though, 15,000 net worth lead. All OG. Ooh, Seb? Who does he find? Got their eyes onto Era. The Impale comes out before a glimpse or anything else. Jesse interrupts it, but it just means that Era dies afterwards to Ana instead.
Anti-Mage has more net worth than both cores on side of TFT.
That man is a monster. 930 GPM. Let's see if he gets up to a grand. Thompson again, just sort of jumping in and out. Trying to buy a little bit of space. The Meteor Hammer is down as well. Thompson gets the chains onto 2 Seb. And Hill comes out afterwards. They're able to find that Avalanche toss, but not doing enough damage. Ulti pop from No Tail.
Ana's just going for
still they're living.
Creeps.
That man knows what he wants there. They're going to drop the wall onto him, see if they can find a kill, but it is never going to happen. They do have the Hex out. Okay. Nice reaction there as well, but the Mana Void comes out afterwards, and Darkseer has to jump away. They swap back in and find the stun afterwards, trying to take down Era. It doesn't quite happen in time, though, but beyond godlike and chasing forward for more. Thompson on top of Frost as well as Handskin for the moment, and, well, everybody else is just getting ran down continually. Ana beating into this Tiny, who eventually will die. They have Illusions chasing after him, but he's going to finish off this last set of racks, and that is going to be Mega Creeps. With both the Tiny and the Razor dead, they lost No Tail, but not sure if it matters.
It does not. A Moon Shard on top of 5,000 gold. Phantom Assassin has a cleave talent, so she can deal with Mega Creeps. Seb misses a stun.
Well, these things happen.
I'm just trying to stay positive if they can somehow come back into the game.
It's feeling rather rough, but maybe more than a bit than rather. He does right now. Frost have that Satanic queued up next as well. Let's see, Era. I was thinking, like, if he can get into an Aghanim Scepter, this man just wants a magic wand. He's had the same net worth for a very long time, just buying wards. It's the life. Well,
Anti-Mage might break to 1,000 GPM, and our boy Disruptor just got 1,000 net worth.
It's true. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. Well, 40 minutes, and are they going to wait for Roche? That's the big question. Do you wait for Roche? Do you just try and finish it off? Do you keep getting this guy farmed up? Does not seem to care all that much about doing anything besides hitting creeps.
He has a BKB. I think they just want to close out this game right now.
Yeah. Seb is sitting nearby. And potentially the final countdown, throwing the daggers back at Frost. They burn through all of his mana. Chessie pops the BKB, Eul Scepter, a little bit off the mark there, but they have the Static Storm down. Can they burst him down in time? Does he have anything at all in hand? No, he's dead. 100 seconds with no buyback. I don't know if they can do anything here, but they did kill up one and maybe going to be able to find themselves another. Thompson trying to run away.
He didn't pop a BKB there. He got hexed by a Razor.
And now the Avalanche toss, they find themselves Seb, and he too will fall as they get themselves another kill. And No Tail trying to hide away in the trees, buy whatever time he possibly can, as they take him down as well. And 3 are dead right now with no buyback. Seb still has it with 70 seconds.
Doesn't matter.
It still feels like an impossibility.
They just can't leave the base. They can't reach their base before Anti-Mage spawns. Phantom Assassin can push one side. I think they're gonna go into Roche Pit right away. That's Cheese, Aegis, and Refresher.
Okay. I mean, you can't afford to lose this game, surely, at this point. They're so far ahead, it feels like, with the Mega Creeps, but I guess in terms of net worth, it's not actually the biggest lead in the world, 13,000.
Yeah, because if you look at the graph, the net worth graph, Anti-Mage has a lot of that net worth, and he's not gonna get any stronger.
Man. I guess, though, at the end of the day, you still have, like, just, you know, BKB hit buildings, like, try and finish it with Ana, and I mean, I guess Frost still might have enough damage to deal with him, or, like, you would have a Sheep Stick also coming from Chessie if you can control him before he gets the BKB off. I don't know.
You can, yeah. I don't know what happened with Swap in that fight. I saw Jerax having one charge. Apparently was not enough. He was also out of mana.
Right.
Probably Darkseal Illusion attacking Vengeful in that fight. I can't believe this game is still going.
I know, it's nuts. Pretty crazy. So 11,000 net worth lead now, and the buyback statuses are going to be the key things to watch in this one. You have it off cooldown again for the PA and the Tiny very shortly, and obviously holding the fights inside their base does kind of cause some issues, because you're going to be able to buy back and get immediately back into it.
Anti-Mage's buyback costs 3,000 plus.
Jeez.
He can just sell that Ghost Scepter and have it.
He actually
They're really
doesn't
not in a rush right now. But the items are gonna start piling up on TFT. They keep dragging this game. They're getting less gold because of the Mega Creeps, but still.
Alright, Yule Scepter lift up. This isn't the way that OG wanted to start this fight. Avalanche toss, Frost there on top of him, throwing out the daggers as well, able to catch already, and the Static Storm down to swap back, trying to kill him off in time, and Seb does go down as well, and now the Hex comes out. They found themselves another. This is the Ember Spirit, but I don't think that they have enough to burn him down. The buybacks come out now from the Nyx as well as from that Venge. They try and get back into this fight. The Impale is there as well, and there's going to be the blow up. They kill off that Razor, but able to get the Refresher Shard out. Now going to try and surge everybody else away. Frost is rooted, but they do get one pulled back in. That's No Tail, who is in some trouble, and he's going to drop. Jerax is still there. Let's have another swap in a second if they want to try and take down Frost, who's able to actually Satanic back up, and he's living through it. A secondary wall is there, so they're still living through this one, and Ana starting to drop down. They find the Hex. They got him caught. Can they kill him off in time, though? Where's the follow-up damage? They've got him. That's another death. He has buyback this time. Oh, but they got him caught, and now they need to defend their base.
Yeah, in that team fight, Radiant, they popped the glyph so creeps can enter the base and deal some damage. They still didn't take the last tier 4 tower.
Oh my god. I mean, it's getting really scary, the fact that Ana keeps dying in these fights.
He's not gonna become any stronger. That's the thing.
Never refuse gold given.
It feels like it should be over at this point in a certain way, but simultaneously, this game is getting scary. Oh god, I wanted to see PA buy a rapier.
I think MDL is a better choice because of the butterfly, the mischance.
Yeah, definitely. Fair enough. He ended up going tripling Siphon Dagger. Do we have any other level 25 talents here? AM
200 unstable current damage.
Oh, we've got the AoE Surge too for 20 on Darkseer. It's been there for a little bit.
Oh, this is a good one.
What's that?
180 GPM on Disruptor. Like, someone else needs to start buying wards right now so he can get that Aghanim Scepter, because it can be a game changer.
Especially if they're not prepared for it. And obviously, I don't know. I don't know. You get this feeling in these types of games where obviously it could be over in a second. OG could just finish this game if they get the right fight, but each of these fights has not started the way that they've wanted. Right there at the last second, Seb getting caught out of position, just thinking they wouldn't have wards down.
Did you check Dota buff win probability?
Let's see what it was at. I mean, it was up at just about 98%. Now it is not. Now it is at 8%. Oh, Era. You got to get out of here, buddy. Oh, Era. Does he have buyback? They've got one. Hexed up on the high ground. Can they kill him off in time? Ana under control, but the BKB comes off in time and he's able to blink out. Chessie needs to get away before the initiation comes. It's Gem on the ground. That was Disruptor's Gem. Meanwhile, the stun there onto Tiny. This fight not looking good for TFT as it looks like Hanskin's able to get the toss back. Try and find this kill. Thompson in the base is going to die. So they trade off 1 for 1 so far, but actually 2 for 1 when you include the buyback.
Yeah, the problem was they could have killed the anti-mage there. They just stacked Sight of Vice. Both Darkseer and Razor. I checked the timing exactly same time.
Okay. That's not what you want to have happen. Tier 4 tower is still standing in the mid lane.
Well, next Roche may respawn in 2.5 minutes. They can wait for it. Tiny, he has a buyback.
God, and Frost needs this Abyssal so badly. Obviously, if you get, the Abyssal on a counterspell, the game can potentially just be over, but you kind of have to take that chance. Oh, it's so tough. Jump in and tries to find one. Can they kill him off in time? Jerax is there. Swap back. The Hex is onto one. Vacuum. No wall. Drop down, but they do find the bash. Now the retreat. AM Illusion still there. Tossing in No Tail, so they are going to lose the Abaddon. Dead for 70 seconds. Does have buyback. And they will take down the rest of these illusions as they're able to force OG back out of their base.
It's a naked Ancient right now. I know this feeling. OG, they're not feeling comfortable anymore. They can't just let this game drag for another 5-10 minutes because they are not in the driver's seat anymore.
Yeah. Well, at least in terms of these fights, the fights, they can't win them consistently. Obviously, Mega Creeps give you such a huge advantage. It's still going to be tough, but the Blink is done for Era now, too. So deciding to go for that before the Ags, do you like the choice?
Who's going for Ags?
Well, Disruptor has Blink before the Ags, I was saying.
Oh, not really. Did he buy back in the previous fight? Yeah, he did. After Anti-Mage killed him. He's not gonna get that Aghanim Scepter anytime soon. He 180 GPM talent, so basically he needs 20 minutes to farm it.
Oh, they made it work. They got the AC just about completed on Hanskin. They got the components for it that he needs at the side shop, or secret shop, and Frost got his Abyssal Blade, it looks like. Or at least the Vitality Booster.
Well, Hanskin doesn't have enough money to buy AC.
Yeah, well, I meant, sorry, he bought the plate mail at the side shop, so he won't need to, and also the Hyperstone, so he won't need to get to the secret shop to buy it once he has enough money.
This is budget AC.
That's right. Man, I feel like this game is just, at this point, you have to wait for the next Roche.
You know why I'm happy? Because I'm gonna check the Reddit after this game.
Oh yeah.
See what people are talking about, because they could have closed out this game way earlier.
It's true.
And now they're in a spot where they might lose it.
Doesn't necessarily bode well. Whoa. Settle down there, boy. Thompson going crazy. Guess he's got the Remnant restore time, so it's pretty fine. So how do you win the fight right now if you're OG? What's the dream initiation?
Kill the hero who does not have a buyback. Ideally, if they can kill a Disruptor. Who else doesn't have a buyback? Razor does not have a buyback for a minute. The big one is Tiny, almost 5 minutes.
That seems like that.
Oh man,
could be the way.
Avalanche cooldown on level 25 on Tiny.
Ooh,
that could be a big one.
I mean, do you think that Toss is any better in this game as extra control, or do you think it's just the chaos that Avalanche brings is better?
Radiant are scanning.
Avalanche on cooldown right now is 14 seconds. -9 is gonna be 5. So, I don't know. I feel like Avalanche cooldown is way better because anti-mage can't blink out of it. I mean, it's the same concept with the toss. You can just keep tossing him, but with Avalanche, it's kind of guaranteed.
Okay. I can dig it.
Oof. Anti-mage has bottle and illusions. I think they need to try drag them out and maybe go for the throne. But the problem is TFT, they have a glyph right now.
Yeah. You need to bait out that glyph first. It's like, it feels like these fights, I mean, there's ways that you can sort of take it and come out on top if you're OG, but if you take a bad fight too many more times, this game could keep on getting delayed. Maybe TFT win a fight, and they've got enough items now that it feels like these heroes can keep the lane shoved out and maybe have some others push towards mid.
Yeah, PA's fully jacked right now, 6 slotted. She can still upgrade, let's say, phase boots and buy Divine Rapier if they want to go all in.
Yeah.
She's saving for a buyback right now.
That Abyssal Blade, though, chance to kill off the AM if they're able to deal with the other supporting cast, most notably the Vengeful Spirit. But it is going to be Aegis now, and this is where it feels like the game could probably end very rapidly. The OG are going to be ready to go. They've got Refresher Shard, they've got Cheese, and Thompson is going to be the one holding on to the Aegis this time. So Ana still can't afford to die. They don't have buyback on the ABBA. Not sure if that matters the most, though.
A tool to teach.
Who's not 25 yet? Venge level 22, Abaddon level 21, next assassin at his, and Tiny getting close. So 4 heroes: Disruptor, Tiny, Abaddon, and Venge.
Darkseer taking that Ion Shell damage. So this does a significant amount. 240 per second. Thompson walking in, causing some chaos, making people a little bit concerned. He does have that Aegis still that can walk in and just hit the buildings if they so desire, and it looks like that's what the illusions are going to start to do right from the start. Vacuum Wall pulls back onto 2. Seb is going to be hexed as well. Can they find any more? He wants to take down Era. This will be a big pickup for them, and they will be able to find it. So no buyback on the Disruptor. Can they get any more? Not going to be able to get out of there. PA is going to die, but does have buyback. Is going to jump back into this fight, but it's feeling like this is a fight 1 for OG if they can make it worse. Frost trying to take down 1. Okay, that's just the Aegis. He does have another round of this in a second, and actually ends up getting stunned. He gets the dagger thrown back at him. So Frost still living. Another avalanche toss. Thompson lives through it. Ancient still standing. Another vacuum pull back into the wall. The Ghost Scepter not enough to keep him alive, but 2 more buybacks come out as the buyback came off cooldown from Era. This is a real problem. Yeah, it looks like the jump forward comes out. Frost still lives through this one as he was surged away for the moment. Taking the secondary fight, the Hex is out there as well. All of the mana drained. If PA dies at this point, there is no buyback, but it looks like she is still going to live through this one. And Thompson chasing, no buyback on Darkseer either. Jesse trying to run, trying to get out of here, but it looks like finally this is going to be OG taking the game as Frost is completely isolated. They popped the glyph, but it was never going to be enough. And OG are going to take it as the PA drops. GG is called, and they're moving on to the upper brackets.
They could have closed out this game way earlier if they didn't play sloppy. They were in a run at one point. They felt like they didn't feel they were stronger, but Anna, man, what a performance from this anti-mage.